Coming to you live on the LI Sports Network. Last game of the night. Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls wearing their home whites, going left to right here, first and third. Connetquot Sayville T-Birds wearing their visiting reds, right to left. We are underway. Bulls looking to stay undefeated, 8-0 coming into tonight. T-Birds want to get to 500, pull off the upset. They're 3-4 currently. Pass cross point to Cummings. Cummings will fire, and it's blocked. Beltrani wins possession, slides it over to Reedy. Now for Falcone. That just went wide. Reedy out of the corner. Chopped away by Wagner. Power holds it in. Beltrani plugging the boards for Reedy. Reedy out of the corner, up to the point. It's Power. Snaps a shot on goal. It's kicked away by tonight's starting netminder, Mason Dorian. Opposing him on the other side, it's Jack Pring who steers it over for Power. Had a thrilling game that just happened between EI and Sachem. EI picking up the 7-4 win off the back of 4 goals from Evan Lafada. Falcone chips it in. Villani slows him up. Plays it back around. Trites stops it. Can't get a shot off. Booth ties him up, but Trites keeps it in. Reedy for Beltrani. King picks it. Beltrani, though, wins possession back and takes it to the net. He shoots short side, put it over. T-Birds can't clear. King leaves it for Petrie. Petrie off the glass, again not out. Now Logan Booth bats it out of the air to clear the zone. Booth will settle it down solo right now because the other 4 T-Birds went for a line change. Dorico pokes it in. Offside on the T-Birds here. Travis Quigley here taking you through the play-by-play tonight. Paul Trentini, our producer. Gabe Curry running the camera for us. Also got to shout out Sam Musnick, who was here with us through the first 2 games of the evening. Agavino skates it in. It's Booth. Takes a check from Diorico. Short pass for Anderson, who's going to circle back and moves it over to Troy, but the pass was behind him. Agavino sends it long to Diorico. Drops it off for McNamara. Has Anderson driving, looking to move it. It's blocked. Anderson recollects. Over to Agavino at the point. Deflected Diorico. Dorian will cover. Back to the point. Cummings try got blocked. Power. Fired it through hard. Kicked away Dorian. Back up top to the point for Power. Settles the rolling puck. And back down the boards. Ogburn skates it out. Richie Ogburn trying to drop it. Broken up by Power. Jesse Ogburn there, plugs the boards, knocked it down. Move to Auerbach, now through the middle. Avlanitis. Auerbach comes together with Andres. Renfus now turns and shoots. Another stop for Dorian. Bounces into the T-Bird bench. We get a stoppage. 3:47 has been played here in the first period. Still scoreless. D to D and right up for Jack Alone. Jack Alone, chip and chase. Goes in behind Pring, back around for Falcone. He's able to poke it out. Racing across, Barliski gets there. Reedy all over him, lifts the stick, and the Falcone swoops to collect. Barliski now. Through the middle, hits Proscia, who redirects it out. Trites leads the breakout, moves it to Beltrani through the middle. Over the blue line, Braden Beltrani under the triangle, taking it to the net. He's going to draw a penalty. Puck is still loose. Both sides battling. Now the T-Birds touch up, and a hooking penalty is going to be called. Carter Tom Ford gets 2 for hooking. Tied up at the circle as the Bulls power play begins. Cummings holds the zone. Low for D'Erico, setting it up across to Power. Opposite point, hits Dorian right in the chest. McNamara off the boards. Continues to roll before dishing to D'Erico. Up top for Cummings. Cummings rolls. Right flank, D'Erico, bumper spot, goes all the way through to Power. Power fires. Dorian pokes it to the corner. Back to Power. He'll roll and slide it to D'Erico. Now Cummings. They're having a catch. Bumper spot. Anderson off the heel of the twig. McNamara keeps it deep. Looking for D'Erico off the skate of King. Dorian covers. Villani with the backhand out off the draw. Minute left here on the power play for Smithtown Hauppauge. It's left for Auerbach. Starts the rush. Moves it. Avlanitis. Knocked off the puck by Ogburn. And cleared 200 feet by Josh King. Cummings, D to D for Power. Richie Ogburn jumps it. Takes a bump from Avlanitis, but eats the puck for a little bit, killing some time off. Power, stretch to Rinfus. Rinfus, little stutter step, cuts over the line. Looking for Power, and Ogburn able to poke it out. Back into the zone. Petrie's there, settles it, and shoots it all the way down the ice. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Tom Ford. T-Bird's going to get out of this unscathed. Back in play comes Tom Ford over the bench, and it's Booth who jumps on as Reedy breaking through. Continues driving the net, but Dorian once again traps the puck in his glove. 8:03 remaining in period 1. Nothing the score between the Bulls and T-Birds. T-Birds program picked up a win earlier tonight in the freshman division to kick off Wednesday night hockey on the North Rink. Tonight's flown by already game 6 of 6. Here in week 8 of the SCHSHL as Trites intercepts and dumps it in. Petrie first on it, around the wall. Misoletto got a piece, but not out. This time, Tom Ford will clear. Beltrani forces it off the stick. Nice move by Reedy, sliding it to Beltrani. Over to Falcone, it's broken up. Dorian pops up and blockers it away. Not easy for the netminders. Bicel across to Aiello. Backhanded in. Bicel follows it up, dumps it around for Misaletto. Looking to the slot for Aiello, off the stick of Falcone. Weak side to Reedy. Petrie jumps up on it. Reedy leaves it for Beltrani, across to Falcone, off the skate. Falcone trying to spin and get a shot. Instead was tied up with Tom Ford. Aiello rips it around the boards. That shot gets blocked, but Reedy collects and takes it to the net from his knees. What a save by Dorian! Take another look at this one. Mason Dorian stretching all the way out. Robbing Reedy with the toe. Another stop from Dorian, that time right off the face-off. McNamara there takes a hit from King. Booth was pinched off against the boards. Comes back in behind the net. On the side, Dorian covers. Half wall out of the zone. It's collected by Anderson at the red, and he'll flip it in deep. Dorian stops it for Larry Andres. Andres takes a big hit from Anderson. Back to the corner, Diarico. Jesse Ogburn over to Ritchie. Ritchie from his knees, still able to get it deep. Turnover force. Booth shoots, and Pring will make the stop. And Ogburn, that was Jesse Ogburn, knocked Agavino down to the seat of his pants. Play continued, and it's McNamara on a breakaway. He hits the post. McNamara to the high slot. Diarico couldn't handle. Troy can't get a shot off. Jesse Ogburn on the stick lift. Great defensive play there. Booth intercepts the pass. Will curl back. And one more time, Booth and Jesse Ogburn inadvertently crash into each other, so Booth will take it back behind Dorian. Wagner put it across, a turning shot. Dorian with the glove save. Rebound, forces in behind, and Booth trying to settle and get the wheels moving. Just keeps driving his feet north. Cummings, nice keep in. Played across to Jack Alone. Jack Alone looking long. Gloved down by McNamara. Cummings leaves it for Anderson. Anderson hits McNamara over the blue. Drop to Diarico. Diarico looking to split through. Baraliski took it away. Back with McNamara. Save. Rebound. He scores. McNamara sticking with it and makes it 1-0 with 4:49 to go in the first. Dorian came out for the poke, made the initial save, and then got tied up with Baraliski there. And McNamara was able to find the puck, put it into the yawning cage. 1-0 lead. Baraliski moves it to Jack Alone. Villani's got a delay offside called on Connetquot. Avlanides wins the faceoff. Comes out of the zone. Jumped by Baraliski and backhanded in. Auerbach. Engaged in battle. Drops it to Cummings. And now over to Rinfus. Rinfus looking for the stick of Avlanides, who got lifted by Villani, and Dorian covers. Draws one by the Bulls, and the shot is immediately blocked by Misaletto. Auerbach curling at the red line, lost it. Misaletto dumps it in. Cummings plays the body. Power up to Rinfus. Over to Avlanitis. Through neutral ice. And into the O-zone. High slot Rinfus, one-timer sticked away. Avlanitis back to the point for Power. D for Cummings now. Cummings with a snapshot that's deflected. They score! Rinfus gets a piece, and it's 2-0 for the Bulls. Great shot from Cummings, looking for a stick, and Rinfus gets a piece. That's his third of the year. Richie Ogburn knifing his way through the D. Couldn't get a shot through. Ryan swipes it away and looks to lead the breakout. Moves it over D for Trites. Trites through the middle of the ice, stolen by Booth. Forced out of the zone by Reedy. D Tom Ford. Right up the wall. Jesse Ogburn now lost possession, and Reedy's back in. Nice move, Reedy knocked down by Ogburn on the back check. Falcone behind the net, looking to move it up to the point for Ryan. Missed the stick, and it comes out. Over to Falcone. Falcone driving wide. Missed the target there. Ryan back in deep. 2.5 remaining in the first. Sent all the way down by the T-Birds. Icing coming. Fired straight on net. Pring paddles it aside. Agavino to Diorico. Snaps one to Anderson. And Anderson one-on-one with Andres off the shoulder of Dorian. Through the middle, McNamara intercepts. Diorico across. Anderson walking all the way post to post, would not go. Proscia gets it out to Villani. It'll be a one-on-one chance. Villani on Troy. He'll shoot wide. Skips all the way back to neutral ice. Delayed offside now. Anderson for McNamara. Offside called on the Bulls. Bulls win the draw. Power to Auerbach. Avlanitis keeps it in. Across the slot. Nobody got a piece. And skating out, Bicel. Bicel puts it right on goal. Rebound kept in front. Cummings out there first. Booth picks it off to the middle. Paddled aside by Pring. And Avlanitis creating space. Icing called on the Bulls with less than a minute to go. Kept in by Tom Ford. Just shovels it low. Cummings wraps it around to Power. Settles and goes long to Auerbach. Slides it right over to Avlanitis on the zone entry. Got tied up with Tom Ford. Petrie takes a hit from Avlanitis. They continue to engage in battle behind the net of Dorian now. Up to the point for Power. Gets a lane and shoots, but hits the glass behind the net. Jack alone looks to clear with 20 to go in the first. Kept by Cummings. Now it's sent long to Booth. Booth's gonna get a one-on-one try. Jack alone joins. Bulls on the back check had the numbers. Auerbach steals it with 7 seconds. Chip and chase for Auerbach. A stick lift on Petrie. One last try. It'll stay in the corner. And 2-0 after one. Smithtown Hauppauge on top thanks to goals from Liam McNamara and Nick Rinfus. Back for the second, Richie Ogburn right into the zone, moves it to Aiello. 2-0 for the Bulls here as we begin period two. Wraparound try is covered up. Up to the point for Larry Andres. Walks, no lane to shoot, so puts it back deep for Misaletto. Squirts out to Beltrani, who's going wide on King. Beltrani gets the stick lifted. Recollects the puck, finds Reedy. Reedy shoots, trying to be a little too fine. Missed that top corner. Aiello looking to clear. Reedy digging it out, and Ogburn hits Misaletto, who races ahead. Driving wide on Ryan. Misaletto shot. Ryan got a piece with the stick. Kept in by Berliski. It's blocked and goes out of play. McNamara off the breakout to Anderson, went under his stick all the way to Dorian, who covers.
Where's the clock running? The clock is running.
Troy, a cross-ice pass. Anderson couldn't handle it. Villani back over to Bicel. Now Wagner for Villani. He shoots, save Pring. McNamara driving wide. Up to the point, Troy's chance is gloved. Shot from the point is deflected. Back to the slot. Backhand try, save made. Another one kicked away by Dorian. Renfus. That took a deflection. It's back with Renfus. We get a stoppage here. Avlanitis on the keep-in. Auerbach to Renfus, redirection. Great passing from the Bulls, but Dorian with another key stop. Jessie Ogburn chips it out past Cummings, continues to drive her feet. Over to Power. Power, long. Skating it into the zones, Auerbach, 3-on-3. Gets it past Booth to Avlanitis. Shot, friendly fire. Hit Renfus. And it's Richie Ogburn out now. Going wide on Power. Tucking the shoulder, taking it to the net. Power forces him in behind. Auerbach to Renfus on the breakout. Squeezes past a check. Avlanitis to Auerbach. Back over. Redirected. Goes through the legs and kicked into the corner. Dorian with a big stop. Jack alone gonna skate now. Moves it to Villani. Villani puts it on goal. Pring will make the save. Trites hits Auerbach. Settles a rolling puck. Keeps driving wide on Tom Ford. Into the slot. And Petrie intercepts. Out of the zone. Delayed offside on Smithtown Hauppauge. Beltrani delays. Villani knocked it off the stick. For Bicel, pass came behind him. He'll catch up to it into the O-zone, and Trites will knock it down. Villani engages. Bicel stops it up. Kicks to Beltrani, he hits Reedy. Beautiful reception of the pass, and Reedy is in, but Petrie jabs it away on the back check. To Ryan, D-to-D for Trites. With the shot, missed the target. Jack alone couldn't jab it out. Beltrani, nice move around one. He's dumped to the ice by Bicel, trying to make a second. Tom Ford off the wall, he clears. Trites didn't touch up there, nice job. So it was just a delayed offside. Villani, reverse hit thrown on Reedy. Keeps going forward with it. Trying to split through, Trites takes it away, but Jack alone cuts him off on the angle. Reedy flips it out. Cuts back to the outside. Reedy, backhander wide. Falcone with it now. Sliding through, looking for Ryan. It's Jake Ryan. Back to the net, over to Reedy. Toe save Dorian. And Villani gonna get it out. Moves it to Jack alone. Falcone back on defense. Jack alone, forced to the corner. 2 Bulls, 2 T-Birds. And it's Ryan who pulls it free. Rocco Troy with plenty of time, trying to go long. McNamara has to come back to get it. Ryan to Troy. Troy to Beltrani. Over to Falcone for McNamara, offside on the Bulls. Penalty coming up here. D for Villani as the T-Birds are on the man advantage. That went wide. Booth up top for Wagner. Wagner for Villani. He'll blast a one-timer. That missed as well. Good setup here, though, for Connetquot Sayville. It's Bicel. Walks out on the near side to Villani. Another shot comes through. Pring with a save. Keeps it tight to the body and gets the whistle. Two 2-0 lead for Smithtown Hauppauge as Power is going to fire it all the way down. Villani for Ogburn. Now Booth taken away by Beltrani. A lot of pressure on. T-Bird's able to dig it out. Villani across to Wagner. He'll hit Ogburn. Minute left on the man advantage. Drop to Villani. Beltrani takes it away. Slides it to Falcone. 2-on-1 shorthanded behind the back for Beltrani. And he couldn't reach the pass. Booth gonna skate and dump it in. Cummings on the backhand looking to clear. Booth knocks it down. Gets around Beltrani. Around the net goes Booth. Up top for Villani now. Takes a shot, takes a deflection by Bicel. Pring will make the save. Battle continuing. T-Bird still poking and prodding, trying to score, but Pring standing tall. Petrie from the wall. It's blocked by Avlanitis. Agavino is out of the box, and it's 5-on-5 again. Bulls successfully able to kill off the penalty. Back for Petrie at the point. That shot comes through. Pring with the save. Still loose in front. Steered aside. Aiello trying to spin it back, and it's blocked again. Troy skates it out over the line. Hits Auerbach, stops up, shot off the stick of Petrie. Penalty coming up here on the T-Birds. Misaletto going to be called for interference, and the Bulls will go on the power play. Towards the net, Villani settles it. Trying to clear, Power's going to keep it in. Over to Anderson, drags, back door, they score! McNamara gets his second of the night, this time on the power play. Great passing from the Bulls. And McNamara now has 8 this season. Trites from the point, save Dorian. Booth takes it away between the red and blue. Drop back by Diorico to Trites. Off the wall for Anderson. Booth jumps it offside. Are the T-Birds. .5:05 left in the second period. Travis Quigley here on the call, joined by Gabe Takuri and Paul Trentini. Had help tonight from the legendary Sam Musnick. Reedy up to Trites. Walks, the shot is blocked by Ogburn. Beltrani takes a hit from Bicel. Pass over to Proscia, couldn't clear. Ryan back down the wall. Ogburn through the middle, hits Bicel. Bicel carries it in wide. Bicel forced behind the net, looking for an outlet pass. Now to Petrie, back for Bicel. Low for Ogburn. And it's stolen by the Bulls. Falcone gets it out. Baraliski jumps the pass and backhands it cross corner. A little over 4 left to play in the second period. Through the middle to Beltrani. Braden Beltrani. Through the triangle of Petrie. And takes a check on the wall. Booth skates it now. Wide on Agavino. Back to the slot. Villani couldn't get a shot. Beltrani gets it out. Larry Andres over. Troy for Beltrani. Now to Reedy. And Falcone will settle. Poked away from him. In the skates of Booth, but couldn't find it. Reedy's back in up wide on King. Out front, Falcone, save, rebound, Reedy scores. Ninth of the year for Brandon Reedy. 4-0 now for the Bulls. Drives the net, makes the pass out front instead of continuing around. Stops up on top of the blue paint, waiting for the rebound. 4-0 in favor of Smithtown Hauppauge late in period 2. 3:15 left in this middle frame. Troy off the wall into space for McNamara. He'll put it in, avoids a hit from Bicel. Peachy pressured by Avlanides. Point with Troy, blocked by Bicel. Troy winds. Misoletto in the way of that one. Aiello clears. Off the wall to Renfus. Bicel there. It's back with Renfus though. Comes together with Bicel. Misoletto hits Aiello. One-on-one. Misoletto joining. Aiello's shot save. Rebound. They score! Bicel gets the T-Birds on the board. It's 4-1. It's a great shot on net by Aiello. Then Misoletto and Bicel both driving. Looks like Bicel got the last touch and gets Connetquot Sayville on the scoreboard here. 4-1 hockey game. Comes 59 seconds after the goal from Brandon Reedy. Ogburn right off the draw into the zone. Looking to beat Cummings. Gets tied up. Still battling, controlling possession. And now it's stolen away. Falcone combines with Cummings to take it. Falcone looking to get around Tom Ford. Hits Reedy with the pass. The shot missed. 1:50 to go. Power trying to walk it off the wall. It's taken away. King fires it right on net. Pring had a tough time handling that. It's moved long for Reedy. It's Beltrani through the middle. Nice move around Tom Ford. Beltrani to the forehand. Dorian making the stop there. Jesse Ogburn skating it out. Flips it through the middle. Beltrani trying to dump it back in. Tom Ford off the glass. Takes a couple of hops to Cummings. Power settles the puck and begins the rush. Beats 2 forecheckers. Brendan Power into the corner as King defends. Final minute of period 2. Pushed low to Falcone. And he takes a hit from Booth. Up the wall. Power keeps it. Save Dorian. Rebound. Pops way up in the air. Settled into the corner. King and Reedy are tied up. 40 seconds left. Booth cuts back on Falcone. Pass for Villani. Cummings into the middle to McNamara. Over the line. Hits Beltrani. And now Beltrani with the pad. Stop is Dorian. McNamara up top for Trites. Back to McNamara. Shovels it to the corner with 10. Wagner plays it around. T-Bird's going to look to clear. Villani, one last shot on Pring right at the buzzer. He gloves it. 4-1 after 2. 15 minutes to go here in regulation on the LI Sports Network. Third period is live. It's 4-1 for the Bulls, who look to stay undefeated here in 25-26. 8-0 entering tonight, trying to make it 9. As Anderson's over the line, drop from McNamara, and the shot ramps up the stick of Wagner and over the head of Dorian. Over to Trites. Save Dorian. Puck is still free. Diorico to Trites. Trites with a lane. That took a deflection. Anderson settles it. Takes a check from Wagner. Diorico collects the puck. Rolls the circle and lets one go. He scores. A lot of traffic in front. No chance Dorian saw that one. Yeah, really tough for Dorian to see that. Two bodies right in front and a really smart shot right there from Diorico. Keeping it low along the ice, making it tough for Dorian to track. And Diorico, team leading 12th goal right there. He's also up to 19 points on the season. Avlanides with it to Power. A long pass cross ice to Auerbach, and he's driving in. Stops up on the zone entry. Takes a check by Tom Ford, who knocked him off the puck. Around to Misoletto. For Villani. Power took it away, using the size, protecting the puck. Cuts across to Rinfus. He shoots. Put it high. Auerbach on a stick lift. Moves it to Rinfus. Rinfus sticked away Dorian. Auerbach on the keep-in. To the slot. Avlanides takes it behind. Has to go to the point for Rocco Troy. Deflected wide. Auerbach again to the slot off the skate of Aiello. Avlanides across to Agavino. Hit the back wall. Bulls are humming this shift. Troy with another shot that gets deflected. Dorian able to keep that one tight. Less than 12 and a half to go. 5-1 hockey game. Troy stops it up. Jesse Ogburn knocked that one down. Was trying to get on the attack, but right back in go the Bulls. Booth high flip clears. Icing was waved immediately. And Ogburn comes in, playing the body on Rocco Troy. Beltrani to the outside for Reedy. Over the net. Booth picks it off. Potential for numbers here, but Reedy coming back hard, makes it a 3-on-3. Booth shoots. Put it over the head of Pring. Back low to Booth for Jesse Ogburn. Her one-timer went wide. King on the keep-in. Back to the corner. Troy gets there first. Chips it around Booth to Falcone. Richie Ogburn kept it in this time. Bounces off a check from Agavino. Agavino rims it around to the weak side. Reedy going long with the pass. Split Falcone and Beltrani. King to Barliski. To Villani, right at center ice. 3-on-2. Villani hits the glass. 4 minutes gone in the third. Villani couldn't stop it up as it came around the backboards. Schreitz continues to skate with it, gains the red line, and will fire it in. Schreitz holds it in. His shot, stopped by Reedy. Now Falcone scoops, tied up with Booth, who will take possession. But Beltrani steals it right back. Really high flip over the net. And Falcone is dumped down to the ice by Villani. I think the puck is underneath him. And now we'll get the whistle. T-Birds are going on a power play here as Falcone has been called for a delay of game. T-Birds call a timeout as they get set to go on the power play. Some unhappy Bulls fans to my left. Oh, 10:25 left in this game. 5-1 power play T-Birds. It's wrapped around and Anderson chips it in. Bicel to Ogburn. Ogburn skates it in. Shot blocked out of play. Villani from the point. Bicel did get a piece. Comes in behind. Net came off. Left of Pring again. Clean win back to Villani. Rolls, hits Wagner. One-timer, blocker save for Pring. It's Bicel with it. Off the wall to Villani. Villani walks to the middle. Gets a lane again. That got blocked by Power. Up top for Booth. Booth for Wagner. Booth gathers as Dorian came out to leave it for him. Booth, coast to coast, hits Villani. He goes wide. Ogburn knocked it down, but Beltrani's off to the races. It's a shorthanded break. Takes the shot. He scores. Just a late hack at it by Beltrani. And buries the shorty. (6-1) Smithtown Hauppauge. big hit thrown at the red line as King steps up on Trites. Out in front, redirected, and a stop by Pring. Off the draw, Ryan clears. Beltrani knocks it out of the air, and Cummings steps up. Cummings through the triangle across for Beltrani on the backhand. Skies that one off the top of the glass. Back to 5-on-5 as Falcone's out of the box. 8:15 remaining in this game. Over to King. For Misaletto. And slowed up by Ryan, who enters the zone. Drives wide. Getting a piece was Petrie. Aiello to Misaletto and touched over to King. 3-on-1 rush. King to the outside for Aiello. His shot broken up by Trites. Aiello to the point. It's Petrie. Plenty of space to walk the line. Trites blocks it. Bulls clear. Puck won't have the juice. No icing here. Misaletto dumps it in. We'll head off for a line change. Agavino down the ice. Shoots denied. Anderson knocked down. McNamara from the point to Trites. His shot deflected by Anderson. He scores. Good hand-eye there from Luke Anderson, and it's 7-1. Just batted that right out of the air. D'Erico wins the draw. Over to Agavino, and now to McNamara. He'll bring it all the way back. 6:40 to go in the third. D'Erico touched across to Troy. Couldn't handle it. Ogburn dumps it in. Across to King. McNamara batted it down. D'Erico for McNamara. Across to Anderson. Just out of the reach. D'Erico to Anderson again. One-timer save. Rebound. And we get a whistle as the net is off. Puck gets one to the boards. Avlanitis scoops, trying to settle it as it's on edge. Point for Power, back down low. Power's shot rattles off the boards. Avlanitis dumped off the puck by Berliski. Volani on the zone entry, 3-on-3. Across, nobody there. Pinned in the corner, now Volani at the point. Shot takes a couple of redirections. Ends up underneath Pring. Wagner on the cycle. And it's slowed up by Falcone. Beltrani, Barliski in the way. Back to Beltrani from Reedy. He'll drag and shoot, right pad save. Wagner for Villani, who keeps driving wide. Villani's just kept on the outside. He'll hit Tom Ford, trailing. Pring just steers it away. Bicel in front. Pops up top to Tom Ford. His shot. Wrap around try, another save made. Tom Ford, that's blocked by Falcone. Power up the boards and chipped out by Reedy. Tom Ford gets there first, back to neutral ice. Delayed offside on Smithtown Hauppauge. Dish to Tom Ford, big hop, Beltrani in, offside again. Reedy across looking for Falcone, just out of reach. Falcone takes it back. In behind the net, Dean Falcone. Looking for a spin, broken up by Petrie, using the glass, glove down by Ryan. Splits through two. Ryan can't get a shot off. Richie Ogburn takes it away. Slides it to Jesse. Jesse jabbed off the stick by Beltrani. Jesse Ogburn in though, playing the body on Trites. Beltrani throws it in, hits the top of the glass. .240 to go. King with Anderson pressuring. Backhands it ahead. Comes through to Diorico. For McNamara. His pass hit the skates of Diorico. Agavino touched to Anderson. All the way back for Troy. McNamara with it now. Diorico, broken up by Booth. Booth's taken down, tripping penalty called.
Shut the puck out.
I think Diorico just got tossed from the game here. Two and a 10 for Diorico with 2:05 left. So he'll just hit the gate here. Brett Spires to serve the penalty for the Bulls. 2 for tripping and an unsportsmanlike conduct for 10 minutes. Back to Barliski. Pring with the stop, and he'll cover. And now it looks like Miseletto's going to get called for a penalty here. Slashing call on Miseletto. So we'll go 4-on-4 now for the rest of this game. Beltrani trying to go forward on the draw. Was tied up with Wagner, and then King stepped in to help it. Cummings gloves it down across to Power. Power walks and shoots. Went wide, McNamara collects it behind and rolls up top. Hits Beltrani on the goal line. Point to Cummings. Down low, it's Power. It's hit by King. Puck squirts out and Wagner chips it into neutral ice. Over to Cummings. Stops up, walks around King. Delayed offside here. Final minute of this game. Blocked, Wagner one-timer, punched away. 2-on-1, McNamara hits Beltrani. Shoulder save for Dorian. Now it's McNamara to Beltrani again. This time he scores. The 2-on-1 one-timer goes upstairs, and it's 8-1 with 36 seconds left. Second of the night for Braden Beltrani. He's up to 9 now this season. Villani chips it. 30 seconds to go. Blocked by Falcone. Falcone gonna skate it now. 2-on-2. Falcone across the middle. Tied up. Put it wide. Ryan's there. Back down low. Avlanitis out of the corner. 10 seconds left. Intercepted. Villani wants one last rush here for the T-Birds. Spires out of the box. 2 seconds and 1 as Villani shoots. Ryan blocked it, and time expires. Bulls stay undefeated, move to 9-0, picking up the 8-1 victory here over the Connetquot Sayville T-Birds. Big win for Smithtown as they've been rolling for the first 2 months here in this varsity campaign. Want to get back from last year, losing in Game 3 of the varsity finals. They want to make this their year. T-Birds fans, will see you guys again next Monday, November 10th, for a 9:40 matchup against the St. Anthony's Friars. Smithtown fans, back with you guys again for, as I was just talking about, that championship rematch. Monday, November 17th. We got the best of 3 rematch from last year in the championship series. Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls and the St. Anthony's Friars. 8:10 p.m. live and only on the LI Sports Network. Mark that one on your calendar. 11:17. Be ready to go. 8-1 Bulls over T-Birds. The final score tonight. Wednesday night hockey is a wrap here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Want to thank you all for taking the time out of your night to spend it here with us. We'll be back here on Friday for more coverage in the Suffolk League. On behalf of Sam Musnick, Rowan Loddick, Kevin Broderick, Gabe Takuri, and Paul Trentini, I'm Travis Quigley. Have a great rest of the night, everybody, and we'll see you next time here on the LI Sports Network.